Hello viewers, welcome to my SSDC Class 4 TP Debrief. Okay, I managed to pass my Class 4 on the 10th of March 2023, alright. Okay, however, this is actually my second TP. Okay, my first TP was actually on 3rd of Feb, alright. Okay, my first TP was actually almost like straight after my 5 basic Class 4 lesson, and then I have to go for my TP. Okay, that is how the seems to be the booking system in SSDC, right? So unfortunately, I failed the first time round, immediate failure. I come to that later, and then I have to go up to the counter to book my TP again. So actually for SSDC there's a package. So once you fail, right, you have to sign up for 1 TP and then 1 practical lesson. Okay, I think this costs around $370 something, I think. So only then okay, you must book for practical, then they allow you to book for TP, right? So so my TP is on the 10th, and then I was trying to get a date, right, for the practical session. Then I feel that since I have not driven a manual vehicle for close to 20 years plus, Class 4 is longer, a longer vehicle, larger, so I feel not confident. I actually wanted for more sessions, so managed to get one, but the slot they have is on 6th Feb. Okay, so it's like almost after I failed the first time round, then I have my so-called revision lesson, but that's the only slot that's available, which is quite weird. So then the other so-called practical session was actually in the morning of my test. My test is in the afternoon, right? So after the first revision, I feel not enough, so I decided to go down to SSDC to rebook a few more sessions. So on 20th of Feb, I actually managed to get 2 slots, 8 and 9 of March. And then after a couple of days later, I say, I think I still need more practice. So I managed to get one on the 5th. So all in all, right, okay, there's a 5 basic lessons for Class 4, and then I booked for 5 extra just for revision, alright. And then thank goodness I managed to clear my TP on the 10th of March. Okay, so I'll go through what happened on TP day itself. So on TP day itself, you're supposed to report half an hour earlier before your test, okay? And then you are supposed to bring your IC, driver's license, and then your PDL, right? Okay, you can print that out, alright? PDL. Okay, so also bring your booklet, okay? Why bring your booklet? Because inside the booklet, right, they actually staple a piece of paper with all your test details, like when is the test, the date and time, and the class. So that piece of paper, right, what happened is when you go for your TP, you report to the level 1 counter, and the lady will tear out that slip of paper and assign a number to you, right? You'll not touch the number, don't worry. It's more for the TP tester. So you'll be led into a room, and then you wait for the tester to call your name. So once the tester call your name, right, then you identify, make sure that all your particulars are correct, and then go for the test. So for Class 4, the first thing that I did was the rope tying, okay, and then the height measurements, right? So all these 2 went well, no problem. Okay, so then we start to commence on the test. Okay, so what happened was once get into the vehicle, the tester will actually brief and say, okay, all the like sort of, if say immediate failure, then we don't go on the road. A lot of like disclaimer lah. Okay, so just drive like that. So before really going to the circuit, I already so-called gotten the demerit points. Okay, this is the vehicle here, right? When moving out, right, this is actually in the first lesson that Mr. Tan taught me, but I totally slipped my mind. So when vehicles moving out from the lot, right, okay, and you got vehicles coming here, okay. By right, if there's vehicle here, right, you don't move lah. But then when moving out of the slot, you are supposed to signal right first to indicate to all the vehicles who may be far away, right, to see that, oh, okay, this lorry is moving out, so they may want to slow down lah. But technically, if there's a vehicle here, I may not want to move out already. But in all, you have to indicate for safety's sake that, okay, do a signal right. Then he actually asked me to do a left turn. So what happened was that signal right first, and then you signal left, okay, and you can get here. So when he said that to me, hey, you're supposed to so-called signal right, okay, and then before when making a left turn, I was like, shock, okay. So I really kena the so-called demerit points. So in my circuit, we went, and then we went to number 30. Okay, we oops, wrong. Okay, we went to the number 30. Okay, I did my directional change first. So that one went well, no issue. And then we do a left turn, and then we went to do my parallel, no problem. Parallel was one of my biggest fear. Okay, and then no issue. And then after that, that's where disaster strike. Okay, we went into the V-course. Okay, for the V-course, right, what happened was, okay, I stopped my vehicles. Okay, by right, we are supposed to stop the vehicle, okay, when, okay, I stop, you should be further, okay, this curve, right, I did mention before, stop when your shoulder, right, is in line with this curve. Actually, I feel it should be after slightly, okay, because based on estimation failure. So what happened was, I actually stopped slightly before the curve, okay, slightly before, or almost in line. I wouldn't say I'm in line, I was almost in line. So okay, never mind, I thought I can still get through. Then I do my 2 rounds, and then I go in forward, and then I reverse. Okay, for the reversing, that's where my second mistake was. Okay, I reversed too much until my shoulder was in line with this curve here, which is wrong. Okay, I'll tell you how to rectify later. So what happened was, when I did my turn, I mount the curb here. So once mount curb, the tester said, hey, you mount curb. So I was like, wow, very demoralizing, right? So it's really like got no mood already. Then managed to turn out, and then we went to the S course, and then we went to the crank course, right? Okay, then for the crank course down at this side, okay, when turning out slightly, right, I think since already immediate failure, right, the tester sort of want to give you more demerit points to kill you off directly lah. Okay, so he said, hey, here's strike curb. So strike curb and mount curb is different. Mount curb is you go over the curb, but strike curb is whereby your wheel, right, is very, okay, I won't say very close, it's on the cement part just below the curb. Okay, so that's what the instructor said. He said, hey, I actually strike curb. I was like, huh? Strike curb is 10 points. So he's like trying to give me more and more points lah. So he said that I never check blind spot, this and that. And then I got one immediate failure, 28 demerit points. My first TP is a disaster. Okay, so that's why I actually wanted to have more revision. Okay, now just to tell you how to rectify the mistake that I made for the V-course, so that to prevent learners, class 4 learners from making the same mistake as me. Alright, first thing first, when you're on the left side, try to, once you see the curve, right, okay, not just in line with the shoulder, you should be slightly pass it and then stop. Okay, not too much, okay, but not before. Really, if before you turn, right, your rear wheel is very close here. So go ahead, daringly move ahead, and then make sure that it passes your shoulder, right? Then do the 2 rounds. You should end up somewhere here, and then reverse. Okay, this is a key, the reversing. I reverse too much. So how much to reverse, right? So the key trick now is, okay, make sure that you can see the curb and plus the cement and the road, little bit of the road, okay? That should be a good indicator. And then use your door, the door on your side, which is something like that. Then this is our window. Okay, sorry for poor drawing. And then there's a handle. There's this handle here. If this handle, this side is in line with the center of this lane, okay, you can stop. And then from where you are seated, right, you glance and then make sure that this corner here, this corner, right, is when you see the corner, you should be able to see that it actually slightly touches the curb. That should be a good distance, right? And then you can do your turn. It should just nice clear here. Use the side mirror to observe. If you need to do extra movement to avoid the curb, please do that, right? Okay, so you turn and then we keep to the right, and then when move forward until the right bottom of the windscreen touches this line, use the front viewing mirror, blind spot mirror, to make sure that the mid of the vehicle is in line with this, and then you turn. Okay, that is how you can avoid this curb here. Okay, that is how to tackle the V-course, right? So the V-course has been one of my nightmares. Okay, and then what are some other things I learned? All right, so normally, right, when I turn to the right lane, this by right we should turn left, but once in a while they say turn right, right? Do not immediately after the shoulder pass this curb and turn, because if you do that, you will be here. So what happened was, got one lesson, the instructor said, hey, make a right turn. Actually, sort of like this. I went into this lane first, and then I slowly changed lane. Wow, she scolded me. It's a she. She said, hey, you are taking up 2 lanes, you know. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go straight into the lane, and then you turn. I said, oh, okay. Then what is the indicator? So if the instructor say do a right turn, okay, move the vehicle forward until the bottom of the windscreen cover the center divider, and then use the side mirror here. Make sure that the side mirror, okay, there's a bar there, okay, it's in line with this, and then you can start to turn. So don't immediately turn, move forward straight, and then you turn. Okay, that should be the way. All right, so that's for right turn. And then for directional change, okay, where is the directional change? Okay, so directional change, right, I always ask the instructor how much to stop. So the instructor say, okay, the side mirrors, right, the side mirrors got the bar, right, make sure the side mirrors with the bar, okay, the bottom of the side mirror is in line with this curve based on your view, okay, should be more or less good enough. Okay, in fact, with the bar or bottom of the mirror not touch, in line with this, the vehicle just nice is inside this pocket. Okay, when moving out, move forward, and then once it passes your shoulder, you can start to do your turn. It'll be just nice. Okay, so any other thing that I need to share? Well, that's about it lah. All right, so these are the few pointers I shared that I learned, and quite fortunately, due to my so-called constant revision, I only gotten 4 points in the circuit, but I gotten 14 points on the road outside. All right, but managed to pass. Thank goodness. The TP was willing to let me go. Okay, key thing is do not make any mistake in the circuit. Right. So all the best. Okay, I will share on with my class 5 I started, in fact, so I'm going to share in the next video. Thank you.